I hope both of my viewers are doing good. So I wanted to update you on a video I did, MTG sealed finance video I did on March 1st, saying that there was this 4th edition booster box for $5.99. I think it was Ugin's Lair was the seller, something. Now it's gone. So it's sold within 9 days. It's sold for $5.99. We can go to the next best price you're going to get is over $700 for a 4th edition booster box. Seems like these are getting harder and harder to find. I'm guessing more and more people are hoarding them. Um, Used to be revised was really hot, but people that can't afford revised might go with 4th edition. 4th edition is a nostalgia pickup. It doesn't have, you're not going to see the same types of gains that you will with some of the more niche expansion sets, things like that. But although I think around this time or a little before it, you had Homelands and Fallen Empires, and you even had the Dark, which is ridiculous. I don't know. Let's go to Card Kingdom. It's ridiculous why the Dark is. Before we go to the Dark and talk about other things, let me wrap up the 4th edition stuff. Just wanted to do an update video because I said I would. That $599 for sealed 4th edition booster box is done. Every once in a while, I've seen one. I actually bought the last one that was at Card Kingdom for $5.99. If you go to eBay and look, you're not going to find anything under, I think, $650, $700. On TCGplayer, it's over $700. But let's take a look at the singles. I mean, it used to be like the only thing was a Sylvan Library was like $20, $15. Now, wow, Card Kingdom doesn't even have any Sylvan Libraries in. $38. You got Mana Vault, Land Tax, Strip Mine, Birds, Wrath. Then you're down to the sub $10 cards. So with these base sets, you're not going to see, or core sets, you're not going to see the same type of, exponential returns that you would with some of these expansion sets like Legends. But I think it's still a good investment. It's a good, solid, low-risk investment. 4th edition sealed booster boxes, because there's that nostalgia there. And as old school MTG picks up, as a lot of people that played as kids now have a lot of disposable income as adults with good jobs, and they want some nostalgia in a box. They want to be able to open those memories. And 4th edition was right after Revised, but Revised is kind of unaffordable at this point. Let's take a look at that. Then I'll go to the Dark. That's ridiculous. Never buy wax packs. They've always been searched. And also never buy, wow, I mean, don't pay $8,000 for a revised box. You can find it cheaper elsewhere. The starter decks, if you find one around $500, that's a good price right now. Let me go to eBay and take a look first at the 4th edition MTG booster box. Sealed. Let's see what the latest prices are listed for. Oh, you got a $5.99. No, that's Italian. Got to be careful there. There's a French. Should have said English. Look at that. $8.75, $8.95, $8.99. Alpha Investments is selling it for $1,000. You mean it's always like a 40-50% markup? I think he just does it for to get visibility for a store. ABU Games, some of their stuff is ridiculously overpriced. Again, I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe they only have one in stock and they just want to list it at that. The starter deck bricks, looking at $725. The gift boxes over $150. I wouldn't pay more. Well, at the prices keep going up steadily with these core sets. The prices steadily go up. The main thing I wanted to get across in this video is that if you see a booster box 4th edition sealed English for under $600, pick it up. It's a good investment. If you're looking for a good, cheap, entry-level investment, it's going to be a good investment. It's going to go up in value. It's not going to go down in value. Now, it might not go up as much as some of the more riskier investments, but it's a very safe investment. has a very wide market to be able to sell to. And you see right here with these two videos that I've made that you could unload one for under $600 quite easily in under 9 days on TCGplayer or eBay. Okay, now that I got the main thing I wanted to get out, now I can move on to rambling. Let's go to, because my mind started to go to the dark, which I think is ridiculous. These are selling for 2,700, $3,000 even. Let's go. Did they say UST? Yeah, they start with the article T. So the highest I think is a Blood Moon, $40. Oh wow, it's up to 75 already on Card Kingdom. You got a Maze of Ith, $30. Goblin Wizard, Preacher, Ball Lightning, great card, fun card. City of Shadows, Velour Stone, and you're done. I don't see how these are going for $3,000. And these packs, I remember just a few years ago, I was buying these packs for $11, $12 on Card Kingdom. Now they're going for $50. Again, you should never, although I don't see a whole lot of people searching the dark booster packs. Maybe they're looking for a Blood Moon. Nobody's searching Fallen Empires. I mean, your life would have to be really bad to be searching Fallen Empires booster packs. Let's see what the price is of these. They don't even have any. So you can't go by these, at least on Card Kingdom. You can never go by their out-of-stock price because I think it's probably the price they last sold it for when it was in stock. And so maybe they haven't had this in stock for quite a while. And so those prices are old and stale. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about here? Let's just go to Cool Stuff Inc. Every once in a while, I bought an Urza's sealed booster box here. Every once in a while, they have some of this, some good vintage product, but very rarely. I don't even think they have any international edition singles even. So you got your Homelands, Fallen Empires. Don't invest in those. There's too many of them out there, too cheap. You're not going to get any type of real returns once you pay selling fees, taxes, all this stuff, and then the cost of just holding on to that product all that time. Revise is almost getting out of reach for, you got the starter decks selling around $500-$600. And then the booster boxes going for over 6,000, sometimes over 7,000. So those are out of reach of your typical everyday, just amateur magic investor, whatever. As far as the expansions, like I just showed you, I don't see how the dark steel booster boxes are going for $3,000 when you look at the underlying cards that make up those boxes. I don't see it. Also, I don't have. I really try not to invest. Every once in a while, I make an exception out of just personal interests or whatever. But I try not to invest in anything that, like the theme decks or anything where you already know what's inside, even though it's sealed. The thing with booster boxes and starter decks, and I also don't. Well, too many thoughts at once. The thing with starter decks and booster boxes sealed is that there's a randomness to it. And so they trade or they buy and sell at a premium because everybody's hoping that they'll get that one chase card in there, like with Urza Saga. You're hoping you're going to get that Gaia's Cradle. And so if a lot of the cards in there are on the reserve list and they spike, then you're going to see a spike. It's like the dog wagging the tail. If the underlying cards spike, you're going to see a spike in the sealed product as well. But you're not going to see that in like some of the little starter 2-player starter boxes. Some of them don't come with a booster pack, so there's no randomness in it. Everybody already knows what the card's in there. With theme decks, you already know exactly what's in there, and so those sealed products are going to trade in direct correlation with the underlying singles cards that are in those theme decks and in those 2-player starter boxes. Legends is getting hard to find. You might be able to find a box for between 15 and 20 grand. Antiquities, I don't think so. Arabian Nights, maybe 200 grand on eBay. There might be one. I would never invest, I would never buy, even if it's graded, do not buy wax packs. Antiquities, Arabian Nights, Legends. Even now, I wouldn't buy the dark now that the packs are $50 a piece around there. You can still buy Fallen Empires packs if you want to for fun. Nobody's wasting their time searching those. Homelands, of course, has the opaque packs, the kind of the metal wrapper. It's no longer the wax pack, so you're safe there. Same goes for alpha, beta, unlimited, and revised packs. Stay away from those. With fourth edition, you start with the opaque packs, and so you're okay there. But again, here's why, another important point. Here's why I don't want to invest in packs, especially in loose packs. You don't know what box those came out of. So, for example, somebody might buy a box of Urza Saga. So they buy a sealed box of Urza Saga. They start opening it, looking for that. Let's see what they're going for on eBay. They're going to start looking for that Gaia's Cradle, MTG, Urza Saga, booster box sealed English. Let's see what these are selling for. Things like this, these theme decks, they're going to sell directly correlated to the underlying value of the singles card. So if there's a spike in a single, you're going to see a spike in the theme decks and that stuff. But there's no randomness in it, and so I would stay away from investing in them. It's just me personally. See, these singles booster packs of Urza Saga have probably come out of a booster box that someone opens. They start opening packs in that box, searching for the Gaia's Cradle. Once they hit the card that they're looking for, they're just going to sell the rest of those packs because the chances are, the odds are that there's not going to be two Gaia's Cradle in that booster box. Now, I'm just using this as an example. Of course, there are exceptions. But this is the danger of even opaque booster packs where they can't be searched. They've probably been relatively mapped from another box, or they've come from a box where somebody's already pulled the chase rare, like the Gaia's Cradle. I'm just using Urza Saga and Gaia's Cradle as an example. But a lot of these, they probably already found the, wow, almost $5,000. $5,000. Yeah, 4750 is the cheapest. Wow. So yeah, somebody's already probably started opening these packs from a box. They find the let me think of another set. So they find the Blood Moon or whatever in the dark, and then they sell the rest of the packs. But even with these opaque packs in the Urza's block, they're going to be looking for the Grim Monolith. They're going to be looking for the Gaia's Cradle or the foil Academy Rector. And once they find the foil Academy Rector, then they sell all the other packs that came from that box that they know have a very, very low chance of having to. They're not going to have two foil Academy Rectors in the same box. And so that once they find the card that they're looking for, they sell the rest as loose packs on eBay, which is why you should not be a sucker and buy them. That's my opinion. Let's see here. And as I'm thinking here, kind of the same rings true for, yeah, here you go, Academy Rector. The same could ring true for starters, but I don't see a whole lot of people just opening starters looking for chase cards. They usually only do that with booster boxes. And a lot of those starter decks or tournament decks, some people refer to them as starter decks, some people refer to them as tournament decks. A lot of people, a lot of stores sold those as singles, for $7.95 or whatever the price used to be. And so they weren't being mapped, or they weren't just opening packs from a booster box. You don't have the same issue there, in my opinion. If you look at foils, it's going to be Academy Rector, $700. So somebody's going to start opening box, they hit that, and then they sell the rest of the packs as loose packs. Okay, I think that's enough for one video. I just wanted to show you that that $5.99, anything sub 600 as a price point for 4th edition English sealed booster boxes is a good deal in my opinion, and I just wanted to make this update video to show you that one sold, and I didn't buy it. I don't know who did buy it, who did pick it up. I've picked one up from Card Kingdom before, which is why I didn't need another one. I thought I'd make a video about it and see how long it lasted, and it lasted from March 1st to March 10th, and now it's gone. So that is that, and the rest of this video is just a ramble. Let me know what you think if you like these MTG finance, sealed finance videos. I'm really into that. I don't get into anything modern, anything after the reserve list. So anything after Urza's block, I don't I don't pay any attention to it really, unless I'm walking through Walmart or a card shop and I just happen to see something and say, oh, that's interesting. But I don't buy into it. Don't invest in it. I really don't invest in singles cards because then you got to get them graded. There's all those costs. And I'm too worried about Chinese counterfeits. The only thing you got to worry about with sealed product is if it's been resealed. But if you have something that's already been sealed and you know it's legit, then you can check the authenticity against that. And it's pretty easy to tell, unless they did a superb job. It's pretty easy to tell whether both the box, especially on this old stuff, whether the box and the seal are authentic, especially if you've seen a lot of them already and you're buying from a trusted, reliable source and you have provenance, or you know where the box has come from, or it's been sitting with someone for the last 10 years, then you know before that, okay, nobody was searching it 10 years ago. Although that is with boxes that change hands a lot recently, that's more of an issue. But again, you can kind of counter that by just checking the seals very carefully and making sure that the outer seal and the box both show the same level of wear and age. Yeah, if you like, it really does help to like, subscribe, all that stuff. I hate to be a e-bagger and all that. But if you do like these videos, I like making them. I'll probably make more of them. Commentary on sealed MTG finance. I don't get into, for the reasons I just discussed, I don't get into sealed, or I don't get into singles cards finance, and I don't get into any of the modern. It's just everything from reserve list, from the reserve list where that started, which is Urza's block and before. I like keeping an eye on that sealed MTG finance market. One more thing. So that would be basically, it does help if you like and subscribe, and I'll try to get better at doing these. I'm kind of long-winded. After I made the original point that I wanted to make, now I'm just kind of rambling because I enjoy doing this and I enjoy keeping up on this market. So if you like it, like the video, subscribe. If you don't like it, leave me a comment saying this is terrible, don't ever do this again. Or just don't watch. But I do appreciate constructive criticism in that, and I'm sure there's other people out there that are interested, I know for sure, in the sealed MTG finance markets. So what I do is, what I keep an eye on is anything before Urza's block and before. So that includes Urza's Destiny, Urza's Legacy, Urza's Saga. You got the Tempest block with Exodus, Stronghold, Tempest. You got the Mirage block with Weatherlight, Visions, Mirage. You got the Ice Age block with only Alliances and Ice Age, because I think Cold Snap came a lot later. Then with the core sets, basically it's anything before the year 2000. So anything 1999 and before, because Urza's Destiny came out in late 1999, I believe. I don't remember the exact month. So with the core sets, that would include 6th edition, 5th edition, 4th edition, revised. It's getting very difficult just to find an unlimited or a beta sealed starter, and you're not going to find any alpha stuff. At least not on my channel, that's for sure, because I'm just intermediate. I remember when I was a kid in the late 90s, they had that logo on all the stuff. It was either beginner, intermediate, or expert. And I would say I used to be a beginner, even though I would like to think I'm an expert. But now I'm just an intermediate. I still don't fully understand what is it? Phasing. I don't understand phasing. I have a hard time understanding banding sometimes. So I would describe myself between a beginner and an intermediate, but I just love the game. I originally just enjoyed the cards because of the illustrations. That's what drew me to it. Back to what I was describing here. Other things I keep an eye on: Homelands, Fallen Empires, The Dark, Legends, Antiquities, and Arabian Nights. Antiquities and Arabian Nights are really out of most people's reach at this point. and even Legends now, the booster boxes are selling for between 15 and 20 grand. So those are two out of people's reach. And that's it. Every once in a while I'll get, oh, I also enjoy Portal Second Age, Portal Three Kingdoms, which is kind of out of people's reach, and Starter 1999. I think these beginner sets, I like them. I like the starter sets. It was great for people, very simple, very vanilla playing creatures and spells. Made it easy to pick up magic and get going. I don't get into the unsets. So that's everything I keep an eye on. Don't do packs, don't do that, but I like rambling about it. If you like listening to me ramble, like the video, subscribe. If you don't, no hard feelings, go somewhere else. But this is the stuff I enjoy. I enjoy talking about MTG finance. This video got a lot longer than I was planning on making. I was just going to do a quick update on that. That's why I say I do the main stuff that I intend to do at the very beginning. Then if you want to listen to me ramble for a while, you can. If not, you can just drop off at the beginning. But I don't like putting filler in at the beginning of the video. I like getting to the point, get what you came for in the title, and then if you want to stick around and listen to me ramble, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. Just get what you came for and leave. But yeah, $5.99 for 4th edition booster box. That is a good investment in my opinion. And from my March 1st video to now March 10th. Is today March 10th? Yeah, today's March 10th, Sunday, March 10th. It sold. So that's the price floor for if you can pick something up under that. I think it's a good, steady, low risk investment. 4th edition sealed booster boxes. I think that's it. I better stop rambling here because both my viewers have fallen asleep at this point. Anyway, thank you for watching. I enjoy sealed MTG finance, and I hope to make more of these videos in the future.